Hello everyone and welcome back to HITC Football with me, your host Revboy. Yes, I'm wearing blue because it helps the green screen, and yes, I'm wearing a hat because we don't want this happening again. Now, I wasn't going to record this video because I had just recorded another video, but then Mr. Fogden decided to upload it just as I hit the red button to stop recording. So we're doing this instead, and next week we'll do a video just so I don't get everybody going, oh, you copied Fogden, oh, Fogden wannabe, oh yeah, you haven't got a Fog dad, your dad isn't even, you don't even know your dad. Yeah, my dad went out for milk but didn't come back. Let's just move on from there. I don't blame him, to be honest. I don't blame him. But anyway, what we're doing is, about 2 weeks ago now, we did this, our World Cup predictions. And I said, if it does well and you like it, I'll do a more in-depth version where we go through every result and see if my, opinions have changed in them 2 weeks, see if doing result by result impacts my predictions. And I have taken in some of the lovely things you've said in that previous video in the comments, and maybe some not so nice things, but no bias towards anybody. This is genuinely just how I feel about the World Cup. So we're here on Ultra Zone and we're going to go through each individual score and see how it goes. So let's crack into our second early World Cup predictions. Boom. So we start out with Group A. In Group A, we've got Qatar. I'm still sorry if I'm butchering it. We've got Ecuador, we've got Senegal, and we've got the Netherlands. So game one, we've got Senegal and the Netherlands. I think Senegal are going to win, and I think they're going to win 3-2. Qatar, their home nation, I get it. Oh, South Africa didn't do good, and all these different... But the home nation usually do decently. Usually. The odd time they don't, sometimes they do. But you got to give them a bit of respect just because they're the home nation. So as I was saying before, I think Qatar will win here, and I think they'll win 2-0. Qatar, Senegal, I think Senegal will win again. I really back Senegal in this World Cup, and I think Senegal will win 3-1. I think Holland will beat Ecuador 3-0. I think the Netherlands then will tie with Qatar, and then I think Senegal will beat Ecuador 2-0. Okay. So I see the thing here, right? So I believe in the previous video I put Senegal and Qatar to go through and the Netherlands not to. I put that because I just said, you know what, there's always some European nation that's expected to do well and does terrible. Could be France, could be Spain, could be Portugal, could be Holland, Netherlands, it could be anybody. So there's no bias, could be Belgium, could be anyone. So we'll rock with this. I know it's already different to my original, but I do see Qatar, in actual fact, just scraping it. So we'll put this group the way it is. And now I don't want to be eating, Senegal beating Holland, Netherlands beating, only drawing with Qatar. They're only predictions. It doesn't mean it's going to happen. If I get it wrong, I'm not going to, I'm not going to burst into a ball of flames. But that's Group A. Moving in on to Group B. Group B, we've got England. Yay. Love Southgate. We've got Iran, we've got USA, and we've got Wales. England, Iran, we'd hope they'd win. So we'll go with a 3-1. USA, Wales, I think this is going to be a legacy for Gareth Bale this tournament. I think Gareth Bale, he's going to just leave his mark on the footballing world forever with this tournament. Watch, I think he will. And in this game, I think we're going to see a Wales 3. It's going to be a good game. It's going to be a good game, that. 3-2. Wales, Iran, we'll give it to Wales. England, USA, just getting flashbacks of Rob Green just letting the ball slip through his legs.
The Confederations Cup, testing Green again, oh, what an error! What an awful moment for Rob Green and for England!
England, USA, I think England are going to drop points here. They just seem to not play well against America, so 2-2. Wales, England, this is going to be a well-fought one. I'm going to give England the nod on the 1-0 win. And then USA, Iran, I'm going to go with... I think that's why I put them originally. Yeah, I think that's right. Group B done. We have England going through, followed up with Wales in second, USA in third, and Iran in fourth. Group C, we've got Argentina, Saudi Arabia, Mexico, and Poland. Argentina, Saudi Arabia, 3-0. Has to be. Mexico, Poland, I think it's going to be a really, really good game. Second in this group is going to be a very hardly fought position. I think this is going to be probably one of the roughest fights for second place we're going to see out of all the groups. I'll go for a 1-1. Poland, Saudi Arabia, 2-1. Argentina, Mexico, that's going to be a fiery game. That is going to be a big fiery game. I'm going to go with a 3-1. Poland, Argentina. I think this is where Argentina might start to show some holes in their team, especially defensively, in my opinion. They're not always the best defensively from what I've seen. So I'm going to go with a game of the group. I'm going to go with a 3-2 win. And then sadly, I'll go with 2-1 there. So yeah, I agree with that. That's fair. Next, we got Group D. France, Australia, Denmark. Oh God, hang on. What's that? Oh, I had that open the whole time. Where are we going to go here? Denmark, Tunisia. I think the Danes are going to have a fantastic tournament, a really good tournament here, and I'm going to go with a 3-1. France, Australia, 4-0. Tunisia, Australia, both got a couple of decent players, I'm not going to lie. Could be a good game. 2-2. France, Denmark, ooh, 2-1. Tunisia, France, 3-0. Australia, Denmark, 3-1. So we got France, then Denmark, and then Tunisia and Australia. Group E, Spain, Costa Rica, Germany, and Japan. Now, Japan, I think, have a really good team, and they always come to these tournaments and do well. They put on a show. But then, Costa Rica, remember what they did? I think that was a kind of once-off, though, for the time being, at least, anyway. They've got some good, young, promising talent once again. But we'll see. I don't think it'll formulate the same way as it did before. Germany, Japan. I think Japan are going to cause Germany problems without a doubt, but I see the Germans coming through here with a handy 2-0 win. Spain and Costa Rica, similar scenario. Japan, Costa Rica, I'm going to give this one to Japan. I think Japan are going to bang this game. 3-1. Spain, Germany. This is the decider of who goes first or second, really, in this group. This is the decider, in my opinion. So I'm going to go with a draw here. I'll say a 2-2. Japan, Spain, once again, I think this is going to... If Spain are going to draw or drop points in this group, the other team will be Japan and they drop points too. So with that being said, I'm going to go with a 2-1. And then Germany, Costa Rica, I'm expecting a 3-1. There's always goals. So there we go. Points. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Next, we move on to Group F. And we've got Belgium, Canada, Morocco, Croatia. You'd expect Croatia and Belgium to go through here. But you would go... Morocco have a decent team. But I think Croatia will show a bit of class here. 3-1. I think this is Croatia's last sort of end of their golden generation to an extent. I think we're going to see them tail off in tournaments to come. Just for a while. You know, the likes of Luka Modric going, Perisic going, Mandzukic. Key players. And who can forget about Dave Van Lovren? What a god. Best centre-back in the world, as he said himself. Belgium, Canada. Canada have a few decent players, but I think the USA are North America's biggest hope in this World Cup. I think they've just got better squad depth and, you know, more standout players in more positions. Let's go for Belgium with a 3. I love 3-0s, don't I? Love them. Love 3-0s and 3-1s. So if you've already commented that, go down and delete it. I've read you. Read you like a book, mate. Belgium, Morocco. We'll go for a 2-1. Croatia, Canada will be a good game. I think Croatia might struggle a little bit at the back in this tournament. Croatia, Belgium. Tough one again. We'll give it to the Belgians. Another 2-1. Canada, Morocco. I'd like to give it to Morocco, you know. Canada getting no points. Brazil in Group G, joined by Serbia, Switzerland and Cameroon. Switzerland, Cameroon going to be a great game. 2-2. Brazil, Serbia. Got to be the Brazilians. Cameroon, Serbia. Brazil, Switzerland. I think the Swiss will come into that game knowing they need to win it. 1-0 Brazil. Cameroon, Brazil. Cameroon are going to be fighting for that game. Fighting. Serbia, Switzerland. Bit of a tough one again. Serbia, Cameroon only pick up 1 point in that. I think that Serbia prediction's wrong. Cameroon would do better than that. Cameroon, good team, very good team. I'm torn on this group. This is a very hard group for second. Switzerland could easily get second. Like at the moment, oh no, this is wrong. There's no way Brazil is just going to mop up and everyone else just draws and loses. Is there? I'm not sure about that game. I'm giving that game a 1-0. 3 teams on 2 points with 2 draws and 1 loss each. and Brazil just cleaning it. Switzerland, Cameroon going to be close, 2-2. Brazil going to beat Serbia. Cameroon, Serbia, close game. 1-1's fair. A good, like, it's solid prediction. Brazil 1, Switzerland 0. They're going to fight for it, Switzerland. Like, every other team knows in that group that they can get second. Cameroon can get it, Serbia can get it, Switzerland can get it. They can all get it quite, like, it's just as doable for all of them. Maybe Switzerland have a slight edge, and that's being implied. So it's on goal difference. Switzerland group. I'm going to stick with it. It's depicted by results, so let's just go with that. Now, we've got Portugal, Ghana, Uruguay, and South Korea. So we'll go with Uruguay to beat South Korea 2-0. We'll go with Portugal to beat Ghana 3-1. Korea have a decent team, quite a good team actually, in all fairness. I don't think they're going to be the win boys of this group. See them beating Ghana. Ghana have a good team as well. The World Cup's tough, bro. The World Cup is so tough. Portugal, Uruguay, going to be probably the game to watch, in my opinion. It's going to be a 3-2, very high scoring. Give Portugal the 2-1 here, and Ghana, Uruguay. Ghana can't finish on no points, so just for that reason, we'll go 2-1. This is a very hard group as well. I'll tell you what, Group G and Group H are going to be the most interesting groups for who gets second. Because Ghana can get second quite easily, in my opinion. So can South Korea. So can Uruguay. And then in Group G, Switzerland, Cameroon, and Serbia can. So let's run quickly through each one. So, according to game by game, a little bit more in depth than what we did 2 weeks ago. And if you haven't seen that, make sure you check it out up there. We got Holland coming in, and that's where Qatar goes against my original prediction, but we'll go by results. We've got England coming in on 7 points here, Wales in second on 6, and the USA picking up 4, and Iran on 0. We've got Argentina on 9 points, winning 3 games, going straight through, with Poland finishing above on goals 4. Same results as Mexico, but going through on goals 4. Then Group D, we've got France and Denmark going up, with Tunisia and Australia not really doing too much. I back that. Then we've got Spain and Germany going through, with Japan putting on a bit of a show, but sadly not enough to get past the Germans and the Spaniards. Group F, we've got Belgium and Croatia going through. A little bit hesitant about Canada not picking up any points, because I think they do play fantastic football, but it's a big tournament. I don't know. Morocco, good team. Croatia, veterans. Belgium, one of the best teams in the world right now. So yeah, 9-6-3. I'll back that. Now, these are the 2 tricky ones, just to summarise. Brazil, and then we've got 3 teams coming in on 9 points, and 3 teams coming in on 2 points. It's so hard to call that group. Then we got Portugal winning the group hands down, and then once again, we've got Uruguay. Uruguay are a little bit better. Do Uruguay beat Ghana? I feel so disrespectful to Ghana taking away their win. But where did Ghana pick up points then against Korea? Ghana are going to win again. Ghana have such a good team. No, back in this. And then we've got Group H with Portugal in on 9 points, Uruguay in on 3, and then South Korea on 3 as well. Very, very tough to call. Absolutely mental. I don't know what to say. And then this would leave the knockout stage and what we'd look like. So there's the knockout stage for you. Game by game, just so you know how I got to that point. And if you want to know what I think is going to happen from this point onwards, make sure you click this video right here. That will take you over to 2 weeks ago, where I sat there and I gave my whole prediction all the way up to the final. So if you like this, make sure you check that out. It's been your host, Red Boy, who's sweating because he has to wear a hat to stop, as I said, Ed Sheeran lookalike syndrome happening. And I have to wear blue because the green screen don't really work otherwise. But I hope you enjoyed the video. If you want to see the video that Fogden stole off me, he didn't really steal it off me, it sounds cool. If you want to see that video, I will have it out next week at this time. And without further ado, bye bye. Have a good one. Oh yeah, and leave your predictions down in the comments below. I want to have a read. I'm mosey. Give me something to do on my Sunday evening. Slan.